For Pam Bondi to be saying that, today's protest isn't the same as like the riot of January 6th at the White House. You see, the way that I see it is I don't know if she's for it or against it, but when you see a bunch of fucking Proud Boys and all them fuckers ransacking the White House, chilling inside of it like whatever, I mean, if we were to do that today, I don't think that they would be partying anybody. And, for something like that to have happened, Trump has always been the kind of person that other countries had balloons of him in diapers and all kinds of stuff. He's the first guy to let a bunch of people run into the White House and disrespect it and overrun it. Like, he's always had that fucking problem about him because he has no real respect. You know what I mean? He just always snaked his way through life. Just like when he dodged the draft. He's always been a snake in life, in front of people's faces, getting what he wanted just because he knows the Proud Boys, he knows white supremacy, he knows all that, you know what I mean? And so he's always been able to snake his way through. And when they're attacking people that during the revolution was always standing by people's side during the Civil War, stood by everybody's side. When Asians were mistreated at the railroads, Mexicans took care of them, you know what I mean? And it's always been like that. And, I've been Mexican and Korean, and also my grandma, my great-grandma, she was an Indian from Mexico City. And, because my daddy was in the army, he got stationed out there in Korea is why I'm half Korean. But, when Mexico's always stood by the side of every race, and even stood by the side of the Union, so I'm not going to say, there's a difference between white people and pale people to me. There's the Confederates, there's the Union, but Mexico's always stood by everybody's side. And right now, every migrant out there, and I'm not just talking about just for Mexicans and all that, I'm talking about every migrant out there can use everybody standing up for them, because no matter what, it's right versus wrong. At all times, at all costs. And when you got a racist motherfucker like Trump that doesn't care because an African American president had the most deportations and now he wants to have the most deportations, I mean, like, it's already bad as it is that he's willing to step out of line and go even after those that did what they had to do, and trying to find ways and doing all kinds of things. People that are working, they're paying their taxes, they're doing all kinds of things that people are willing to stand up and fight for them. You know what I mean? And until all those people in those seats that can do something about this realize that they swore to protect American lives, not a president's, but American lives, and